Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, that's right. That goes up there. That goes over here. Move that. Yeah. All right. All right. Oh, I should have brought. Oh shit. Where is that? Should have prepped. Should have remembered. Okay. Okay. No, not that. Not that. There we go. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. I bought some pants today, and I don't know how I feel about them. I bought these pants new at the store. The price of the pants in the store was more than the price that they put on the label. That just never happens. But it happened today. And it's bullshit. Should have just bought pants on eBay like I normally do. But I need pants this week. I can't wait for delivery. All right. There's going to be fan noise this whole time because it's hot. It's been hot recently. Normally I do this, I turn off all my box fans. But I don't want to deal with that today. So there's just going to be the sound of fans in the background. We'll be charitable and call it a mood, a tone. I'm set in the mood. This is the summer mood. Box fans, 2 of them in a small room. 2 box fans and 5 light bulbs. And 1 2-liter of Fresca. Hell yeah. It's just one of those days, one of those hot days where I just want to drink an entire 2-liter of Fresca. I'm going to. Ah. Been trying to line up buying a car from someone on Craigslist this week, and it's been quite the ordeal because it's also located 100 miles away, but it's in the town that my buddy just moved to, and he wants me to visit him. So I'm thinking, hey, I'll just knock out, 2 birds with 1 stone. But it's emailing back and forth with this old boomer lady has been interesting. But I think in about a week from now, next weekend, I should finally have a car with working wiper blades. Just in time for summer storms. My current car is truly on its deathbed. That old hunk of shit, I think it's got 306,000 miles on it now. And a bunch of shit just doesn't work on it. It's gonna go on one last final trip to get its replacement, and then it's gonna get junked. It's like at a tech company where they bring in a cheap foreign worker and they make you train them to do your job, and then you get fired or downsized. Oh, no, it's not. You weren't doing anything wrong. No, you're great. Well, we just don't want to pay you. Yeah, nice. Very good, yeah. I'm not going to get through this whole 2-liter if I'm talking. I was going to buy some equipment for a thing, and then the eBay seller dicked me over, sold it to somebody else locally, while I was, negotiating. Not even negotiating. Like, I bought it, and then we were figuring out the freight shipping charges, and then they just sell it to somebody else, like a piece of shit. So I'm spending the money on a new car instead. And then I have to make my own equipment instead of just buying something ready made that'll work. Now I have to figure out some roundabout bullshit way of doing it. I've got some ideas because I'm a smart guy. I'm a genius, fellas. I'll figure it out. It'll be better. Better results. Not faster, that's for sure. I'm not, you know. But whatever. Whatever. I'll figure it out. That's what I do. And I drink Fresca. I never really bothered looking much before, but Target has a terrible soda selection. Terrible. It's not even cheap. They don't have a store brand soda. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they got like some fancy, glass bottle ones or something. Cause that's what they tend to do. Sell some fancy shit. But they just have like the worst selection of soda. You go in there and they're like, "Hey, what do you want? Diet Pepsi, caffeine-free Diet Coke, sugar-free root beer." Or Sprite. Yuck. Sprite tastes like ass. It's always like it puts that like feeling on my tongue of as if I had just vomited. It's like when you blow chunks and it's like and you can feel it on your tongue and like the back of your mouth. That's what Sprite does to my mouth. No, thank you. Something I was thinking about the other day that I find very funny to me in my piece of shit sense of humor is I was thinking about like all those vegan like singer songwriter type people, and they're like like don't kill animals and shit. And then I was thinking about probably how many of them have no idea that hide glue is used in a bunch of instruments, acoustic instruments, so it's easier to repair later. Actually, hide glue, used for ideal for furniture restoration and musical instruments. It's used because you can like heat it up and it will loosen up again, so it makes it easier to repair shit than if you're using wood glue, which basically is just like that's it, your wood's together. And it's made from like the connective tissue of animals and shit. Definitely not vegan. Most likely in their guitars when they're singing about save the whales and animals and shit. I think that's funny. How people will care about shit but not really have, they'll just be totally ignorant. Like eco freaks who drink almond milk, which wastes, uses a shit ton of water in California is a big problem. Bet you didn't think about that, you stupid idiot. Do you know how anything works? Or like a bunch of refined sugar uses what's it called? Bone char or something in the refining process. I think like 25% of all refined sugar is made with that animal byproduct. A lot of those vegetarian vegan people don't know that. And they love sugar. How else do they get fat? Because I've seen plenty of very, very fat vegans. Sugar and seed oils. Good job. Good job. Being very healthy. Shellac is another wacky ingredient. That's used in furniture too. But it's also used just in like food, like as like a candy confectioner's coating sort of thing to make candy look shiny and shit. Like jelly beans or lemon heads have it. It's just like it's basically just like bug vomit that they coughed up on a tree or whatever, and then a bunch of Indian people take it down and then process it in like a filthy little hut, stretching it with their gums and feet and shit. Ah, that was a fun one to look up. I always like reading labels on things and then looking them up and going, what the shit? Or like brominated vegetable oil, which is used just to like, it's like, okay, so it's like vegetable oil infused with bromine or whatever. And it's used just for basically for making drinks look cloudy. Okay, that's probably worth it. And like the if you drink a bunch of like a bunch of shit that's got it in it, like the dye moves along with it, and it stays in your body fat. It's a lot harder to get rid of. So like if you there's like I remember reading something about a guy who would drink like 6 liters of ruby red squirt a day or something ridiculous. Fat people. And his skin started turning red and shit. Nice ingredient, guys. Totally worth it so that you can have some cloudy looking beverage. Junior mints have shellac? Really? Man, I mean, I believe it. They got that nice sheen to them. You usually see it more in like hard candies and stuff. I wonder if it's on like Milk Duds too. That's kind of got a similar looking sheen on it. I'll have to look at that next time at a store. Look at the Milk Duds. Because that's got like that weird shiny waxy look that you don't really get with real chocolate. Ah, I should have checked the Fresca. I didn't even bother looking at the ingredients. That's probably got brown made vegetable oil. Nope, safe. Just a bunch of other shit. Honestly, don't mind the animal stuff is in a bunch of things because most of the time it's just like a byproduct of other, meat production. And I appreciate that, parts of the animal aren't being wasted. So long as it, like, especially it's like, okay, we can char the bones and use it to process sugar. We can, like, people don't want to eat the offal. We'll just, like, grind it up and put in some other shit because it's flavorful and full of nutrients. Or, they put a bunch of shit in dog food or whatever. I definitely would. I definitely prefer having animals in, like, frickin' everything rather than, killing an animal and not using the entire thing. But if I was someone who, wasn't, if I was someone who was morally opposed to eating animals, I would not be happy with it because it'd make things very difficult. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. Let me get these shirts out of the way. I've got my old pants here, which I'll show why it was so dire for me to go buy pants at full price at the store today. Yeah. So finally, it's been wearing down around the seams, which is usually not too bad. But this time, got a nice big old tear in the ass. And, normally I'd wear this stuff out or I'd try to patch it. But, these are on their way out. I'll just turn them into shorts to sleep in where it doesn't matter. But I definitely don't want to have a hole in my ass when I meet up with the boomer lady to purchase a vehicle. Especially, after she commented on how eloquent my emails were. Ooh, that's a bad name. I don't know if this is a good name, but it's the one that comes immediately to mind, which is usually how I name stuff. Just Portney. Don't know why it came to mind. I don't know anybody with that name. I don't even know if it's a real name. But I don't know. Seems like it could work with a dog. I don't know what it means. I don't really think at all when I come up with names for things. It just, if something comes to me, I assume it's got some sort of importance in my mind, and then I just roll with it. I, I don't even know if Portney is a real name. Let me look this up. Well, there's Portney Environmental and Demolition, who deal with asbestos, lead, mold, and other shit. Must be real. Yeah, Portney is. It sounds like the name of a kind of fat dude who wears jorts. Someone messaging me. Ah, frick. Don't switch. Nothing. Okay. I mean, I'm bad at coming up with names because I don't really think them over. And they usually don't make sense, but for some reason they just feel right to me. Like the other day, I thought up the name for a character, and I wrote it down. I probably will use it for something eventually. Which, what was it? Oh, Dr. Eggmutt. I don't know why. But I thought, Dr. Eggmutt. That's a good name for something. Wrote it down. And then that's it, you know? I'm not going to think about it anymore. I'll just use it eventually. I guess that could work for a dog name too, Dr. Eggmutt. And then you could either just call them Mutt, or Egg, or Doctor. 3 different nicknames. Hmm. I really like living a life of excess, where like with soda or whatever. Well, first of all, I just get the diet stuff because I kind of like the bitter aftertaste, and sugar, like full fat soda. It's just I don't know. It's just tastes too sweet. It makes my stomach feel like shit to have that much sugar just blammed right into it. But I hardly ever get soda, and when I do, it's because I just want a shit ton of it. I'll just be like in a mode. So I go get like an entire 2 liter. I'll just drink it in the space of usually like a day. But I'm trying to drink one in this during this laundry folding session because I just feel like it. It feels right to drink 2 liters of Fresca in about an hour with a box fan blowing on my back and another one humming above my head. It just feels right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, now that I think about it more, I do like the idea of giving a dog a name that includes doctor in it. Something about doctors are funny to me. I think it's because I know what it is. It's my dad. He's got his PhD in physics, and he's always putting doctor on shit. I guess after you go to school for like 12 or 13 years or however long that shit took, you want to put that title on everything. So like put it in his email address. He'll put it on like little plaques and shit. When he had a season ticket at the local minor league baseball team, they put your name on the seat, and it's like, oh, I want my name PhD, or it will be Doctor, whatever. Depending on how he wants to format things. I can't imagine going to college for like 12 or 13 years. Not these days. God damn, make you go crazy being around all those crazy dumb kids. Everyone's always like, why are there so many school shooters? It's like, oh, come on, have you ever been to a school? Met all those little shits? Don't pretend you don't understand why it happens. I think I would also nickname a dog School Shooter, but just don't say it in public. Just call him Shooter. Just make sure he's a good boy so you don't have to yell his name at the park. Shooter, stop! Stop! Shooter! Shooter! Get banned from the park real quick. But that's when you just gotta be like, no, no, his name's Scooter. I have a speech impediment. Get off, leave me alone. Cops, get off, stop. Then you also have like have to have a little dog tag that says Scooter on it. So you've got some, you can deny that you were saying shooter over and over and over again in the park. Yeah, that's the scam. That's how you get away with it. Hmm. You should get a. I think doggy clothing is retarded. But Linda sounds like the perfect dog to wear a little cardigan sweater or something, which has embroidered on it Jizz Hound. Be the coolest dog on the block, walking around with its Jizz Hound garb. That should actually be an entire brand of dog clothing. Make special design little sunglasses they can wear as well, because they're going to be so goddamn cool going to the dog park with their Jizz Hound shirt. I don't know. I don't think I would care what other people think if my dog was that cool. I mean, if your dog was Linda the Jizz Hound, they would get to be so tough going to the dog park and being teased by all the other dogs, getting into fights. Linda would be one tough SOB, son of a bitch, is what that means. This is why I sort of avoid naming things a lot of the time, because I'll just think up something, I'll go for it. I'll just go with it, I should say. And it's usually a bad idea. But you know, man, life's short. Why bother spending time on a name which lasts forever? Gotta get the socks out of there. I don't think I'm even halfway done with this thing. Oh shit. Pardon me. Too much bubbly. I'm not a fan of carbonation. Yeah. I know some people are really into carbonation, and that's like the whole reason they drink this shit, or sparkling mineral water, or whatever. But I don't give a shit about that. I like the flavor. Oh yeah, that's more to my liking. Way less carbonation. Man, I was thinking the other day, how the hell do people get so fat? Like when they're kids? Seems like it would be difficult to become an obese child. You gotta eat so many calories. That's like so much food. How do people do it? How do they get super fat and then maintain the weight? You need even more calories to maintain the weight. I feel like it's gotta be just like potato chips and soda all day. I don't know how the hell else you would manage it. And like, I'm an alcoholic. I drink a shit ton of beer all the time, and I'm not a big fat ass. So how the hell do people do it? It's almost impressive. I feel like yeah, it's I feel like it's got to be a lack of nutrients where your body is just like, hey, feed me. I don't have the nutrients I need. But then they don't, eat anything with any nutrients in it. Like potato chips, soda, and then they're just like, oh, well, I'm not full. I need more nutrients. Calorie dense stuff. You can fit a shit ton of calories in soda. Ooh, 150 in third grade. Oof. Well, I guess it's also like nobody does anything, huh? You just go to school, sit on your ass all day, get home, do homework. Hmm. And then on the weekend, you know, you just want to watch TikToks all day, you know? Oh, this is the last piece of laundry. I better put it off until I finish my 2 liter, which I am committed to. Guess I'll get all this out of the way. How many Whoppers could you eat a day? Let's see. To be at the 2,000 calorie, like just going and eating Whoppers from Burger King. Pardon me. Let's see, 657 to 740 calories. I assume that's because of mayonnaise. So what, you can have 3 Whoppers a day, easy on the mayo, and be at the 2,000 calorie mark. That's quite a bit of food. And that's shit food, you know? That's fast food. That's burgers. 3 Whopper burgers a day. It's probably actually healthier than a lot of people are eating because you get a little bit of veggies and meat, which you need, you know, people should be eating more meat in their diet, satiate themselves. If you're gonna be lazy about eating, that's gonna be the best way to get nutrients. Because you can be healthy and healthy, be a vegan person, but then like you have to really, really figure out the nutritionist stuff so that you don't become deficient in nutrients and look like a weak vegan. Yeah, I love burgers too, man. Oh, baby. I don't eat them too often. I mostly, because, I don't know, I cook most of my food. It's very rare for me to go out and get food. So, when I'm cooking for myself, I usually get like pork and chicken and whatnot. I love chicken. It's always like I go to the store, I'm like, do I want 10 pounds of chicken legs or, chicken quarters? Or do I want like one decent sized beef steak? Or, a pound and a half of ground beef or something. So I'll take the 10 pounds of the chicken. But sometimes, you just got that craving for beef. I think, whenever I crave beef, I assume I need something from it. The nutrients. Like, my body knows what it wants. So I make sure to get some, even though it costs more. front and center, so if anyone comes in, they can't go, hey, where's the laundry? I thought this was folding laundry. It is. It's just done already, guys. Chill out. I need to finish my fresco. And I think they rebranded this shit. 'Cause I don't remember them trying to call it sparkling soda water and look all fancy before. It was just like some 80s, 90s looking diet soda. Gotta sell to the hip young people now. They like sparkling water. They like LaCroix. LaCroix, made by the same people who make Shasta soda and Fago, like the two cheapo sodas that everyone, gets at dollar stores. Ugh. It's finally starting to cool down. After this, I think I'm gonna go for a night walk while the weather's nice. I remember Orbits. I never had it. I remember seeing it. I remember more of I mean, it's completely different because it doesn't have the little shit in it or whatever. But it's in the same compartment of my brain. When I hear Orbits, I think of Fruitopia and Jolt Cola. Like those two are in like that same group in my head. Where you mention one, I think of the other ones. Yeah, what else was there from back then? I'm trying to remember. A bunch of old foods. Like the other day, I was trying to like find bread. I was trying to find Colombo rolls because I remember those liking those for making sandwiches or hot dogs, and I bought 12 pounds of frozen hot dogs on clearance a while ago. So I was like, oh, I'd like to have some good buns to go with it. Something where it's like got a good texture and like I can fit a lot of toppings in there. It's not going to be like the weird sandwich rolls that you get from where it's just like white bread. It's got kind of a gummy, sweet. No, no, no. I want Colombo rolls. Lighter, squishy-ish, good texture. They used to sell them at Costco from what I remember when I was a kid. Then I looked it up and I guess they got sold to some other bread company and then they don't make it anymore. Same thing with like Iron Kids bread. It's like the only white bread my mom would buy when we were growing up. Because they put like vitamins and extra iron in the bread. So it's like, oh yeah, if my kids are going to be eating white shit bread, it better at least have, iron so they have good blood when they go out and play in the yard and make each other bleed. And we did plenty of that. I bled plenty as a kid. Good healthy blood. Thank you, Iron Kids. Or there was they called it tortilla bread. It's basically like a pita, but not really. Just like it's that general like shape, that size and thickness, but it didn't have the pocket. It wasn't all dry and shitty inside. It's just like thick, slightly spongy tortilla, and we basically got it and used it entirely only for making little personal pizzas because you could get a bag of those tortilla breads good enough texture and size, easy to work with. It's not expensive shit like Boboli. Which I still don't understand that shit. Why does it cost so much? I'm pretty sure you could get, well, I mean, I know you could get like a full frozen pizza for that, but like if you want to make something fresh, it's probably cheaper just to get like the canned or frozen pizza dough. You can get a thing of Pillsbury pizza dough. If you got kids, they always love to open that and watch it explode. Open up that way. That's more fun than they open the Boboli. Okay, let's put some shit on it. Garbage. And their sauce was bad too, from what I remember trying it once. It's like, oh, this sauce packet sucks. Boboli all over is just shit. So I just make real pizza dough. Almost done. The exciting final chapter of the night of folding laundry, where I choked down a liter of Fresca so I can end to the stream. Yeah. This makes me want to watch some Badlands Chugs. I haven't watched that in a while. Let's see, what was his real name? Eric Booker. That's right. Gotta love Badlands Chugs. Oh, for the honeycomb. Well, actually, the whole reason I had bought that stuff, there's a local store that's kind of like a grocery outlet, and stuff comes in, and so each box of like the six bags of, they had honeycomb, and then they also had like those weird uh what were they called? Like Cocoa Pebble or Fruity Pebble, like weird thin crisps. So basically, you could get a whole box of them for like $1, and it's a good decent sized box, and that's the whole reason I bought them, is because it's a good sized box, which fits a size area I don't have well covered for the stuff that I buy and sell on like eBay and shit. Um, So I bought them because it would cost like $1 a box just to get boxes of that size anyway. So I figured I might as well get some, honeycomb big bites out of it. And so I've eaten a little bit of them, and they're fine. They're just big honeycomb. But I was going for the boxes. So if you're gonna spend $1 on a box, get some free food out of it. They're probably pretty expensive in normal stores, anyways. I've never bothered to look, but I imagine they're probably like $3.50 or $4 or something. I don't know. They're just, it's the same shit. It's just honeycomb, but big. So I guess if you wanna, I don't know, if you for kids or something, just they do a bunch of gimmicky shit in the cereal area, anyways. But I guess they're selling them more as like snacking instead of eating it with milk. So I don't know. They're fine. I mean, they're just honeycomb. That's it. Just a different size. All right. Fresca is done. Ooh. But yeah, I'm always going to that store and keeping an eye on the boxes and things when they go on sale because I use a lot of boxes for shipping things. And god damn it, if I can get a good deal on boxes by buying food, sounds good to me. All right, I'm gonna go put this away. I'm gonna end the stream. I guess I'll play that song again that I started with, bookend the whole thing. Thank you for tuning in, watching me drink an entire 2 liter of Fresca, folding my laundry. If I'm not drinking booze tonight, might as well overdo something else and drink a 2 liter of a diet soda from the Coca-Cola Corporation. All right. Thank you for tuning in. Music outro.